How's it going? I'm Jared Gillis. Welcome to another All About RVs. Today we're looking at RV gear that's underrated. Gear that somewhat goes unnoticed but is actually pretty impressive. Some of these you may not even know about because they're so underrated, or some you appreciate more the more that you use them. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into the list. So now to start off, our first one is something that sits in the corner, does its job, and doesn't get a whole lot of attention. It's these magnetic utensil holders. They accomplish three things. Number one, they're not going to move around when you're driving because they're magnetized to that spot. Number two, everything is really handy. When you're right here in the kitchen, it's easy to grab it, easy to put it away. And so it also helps free up some of the valuable drawer space that we have inside the RV. The other thing is when they get dirty, you can actually just pop them off and clean them because they're not actually adhered to the countertop because they're magnetized. That's like the trifecta for RVing. Free up storage, make it accessible, and make it mountable and removable. I guess that's four things, but you get the point. The other thing that we have in this corner that I think is underrated is the tension paper towel holder. Because that paper towel holder has tension on it, it's not just gonna unspool. You don't have to think about it during travel days. It's not gonna unwind itself. So something really simple that works in the background, you don't have to spend a whole lot of time on it, which is also the same thing you could say about our RO system. I think that's somewhat underrated, and I think more RVs should have it because we get a really consistent quality of water anywhere that we go for drinking, and it adds the minerals back in for this one. So you never have to think about what is the quality of water? Am I taking out too much? It's all right there in the RO system. The second thing that I like about it is it gives you pressurized water even if you don't have the water pump on, which comes in handy on travel days when you just want to pop in, grab a little bit of water, or be able to rinse your hands off real quick. You have that because of the pressure tank that's under there. It gives you that water without even having to turn on the water pump. So kind of just a nice little added bonus there. But let's move on to our next one. Now this one, I'm kicking myself a bit because I ordered the wrong size, but it's so good that I definitely wanted to share it. So I'll have to get the right size and update to see how it performs, but I think it's a fantastic idea. And it's this screen that goes on your screen door that gives you a zipper from the inside so you can put that shade up and down. I can't believe I haven't seen this before, but you just have to pull your old screen out, put this one in with the spline tool, and then you're able to have that zipper so you can access that shade from inside. Yes, I know people mount those upside down so that you can see out it and you don't get as much view inside the RV, but this one gives you full access. So when you want to open and close it, if it's raining outside or you just don't want to open the door, you have full access to that shade from inside your RV. So easy peasy RV solution. We're gonna have to come back and check how this one works, but I thought this was just a fantastic idea. On to the next one. Now, this one helps you with setup and use of your RV equipment all the time. These are the quick connects for water. It just makes setting up, tearing down, using your water system, grabbing a hose, just that much easier and that much more convenient to be able to use. Now, these are the Camco ones, so when you disconnect it, there's an auto shutoff in here on the supply side. Not all of them are like that out there, but one place that I've been using this for a really long time is on the black tank flush. I have these on a dedicated hose, so that way, anytime I need to flush the black tank, I grab this, easy to connect. I just want to get the job done. So these make it quicker, easier, and I know that it's for that dedicated hose. Solid little tool to have on hand. Now this next one also has to do with setup, and it's the adapters, but not just any adapter because there's a huge variety of power adapters that are out there, but this one is this offset power grip adapter. And so the reason I think this one is underrated is with dog bones, sometimes you plug those in and they're so long that your other connection to your power cord is on the ground, sitting in the dirt, possibly sitting in the water if it's raining outside. But this one keeps it a bit higher and protected. And with that offset, it doesn't put so much strain on where it's connecting in. So that little bit of an offset keeps it protected and keeps the leverage from being right there on the outlet. So I think that's somewhat underrated, and it's compact. So it kind of wins on multiple different levels. So an interesting little thing that I don't see all that often. And remember, all links for everything that we talk about in this video are going to be down in the description. But let's move on to the next one. Now, this next one is something that has been around the RV industry for a really long time that I think we take it for granted to a degree, and it's the Stackable Fasten Blocks, which is today's sponsor, but hang with me for a minute because I think they've been around for so long that we don't realize all that's involved with them and how versatile they are. So here's why I think they're underrated. For one, the way they stack and store, there's nothing easier than this. Number two, you can use them on just about anything. If you needed to level up a table or the normal things. You can use them under your tires. You can use them for the auto leveling for your RV. They're strong enough in order to take that, but they're small enough, light enough to be able to use them for anything else. Then you add in the accessories, or if you wanted to have a ramp with a nest for your tire, or you wanted a larger base that these could lock into and stack even higher, or a wheel chock that you wanted to have integrate into here that locks into place for when you're up on blocks. So even if this isn't your main way of leveling and setting up, it's one of those things that's small enough and compact enough that it's a no-brainer to have in the RV because it gives you the flexibility to be able to set up however you need in the site that you're going to. Because you never know what that site is going to be and what you're going to need, and this might just be the variable to help you with that setup. It's easy to take them for granted, but you can actually do a lot with these. Now, one last quick one in the setup category before we get to the rest of them, but it's having a clear connection at the RV. And the reason why I say this is somewhat underrated is because the DrainLock Pro has been so popular this last year. And it's nice that you have a clear elbow where we're connecting into sewer, but I like having this clear connection at the RV because if I'm going to use a macerator, I want to know what's happening before the macerator. So for us, we're going to use an elbow so that macerator is below the outlet discharge. But if you already have yours that's slanted, then you can just use a clear extender so that way you can know what's happening before the macerator. So these come in really handy in those situations. Now this next one is very practical as well. This one's pretty simple, and it's having slide out lube on hand, and not just for your slide out. I use this all over the RV and it comes in so handy. I have this one and the Camco slide out lube, but pretty much anytime I need to lubricate something on the RV, I'm not going to grab WD-40. I'm going to grab something that's not going to attract dirt and dust and gunk. So if I need to lube up something on this lock or a latch or even the door, we have it adjusted to where it closes really nice and easy. And if it's starting to stick a little bit, I squirt a little bit of this on there and it closes even smoother. So when you need to lubricate something on the RV, don't grab for something that's going to attract the dirt and dust and make it to where you're going to have to use it again really soon. Use something like this that's going to be much better in the long run. The other thing that I did just upgrade to, and it's a new caulking gun. I picked this one up because mine was starting to fall apart, and we should be checking the seals on the RV all the time. Don't take that for granted that they're going to be good because they were good last week. So check the seals, check the roof, make sure that it's all good. I picked up this one because you can press this button and it'll be drip free. You can actually see this plunger pull back just a little bit so that way it's not keeping that pressure on there. It's just going to make it easier so I'm not making a mess up on the roof when I'm using the sealant. And you can even change how much you're flowing out of it. If you wanted it to be a low flow, when you press this, it's not pushing out as much caulking, but if you wanted to switch it, you can have high flow, so when you're going around those fixtures, you can push more material out. So this is gonna come in handy for resealing the roof on the RV. The next one on our list is something that we don't usually think about until it's actually annoying us. It's the alarms in our RV. It's not like it's something super fun, but it is something that you want functioning inside of your RV. And you don't want it beeping and annoying you when it's at the end of the life and you're supposed to replace it. So checking the date code on your alarms inside of the RV, it's a great thing to check in the spring to make sure that it's not something that needs to be replaced so it doesn't go out in the middle of a trip and then you just disconnect it. That's not a good plan. So keeping up on those, making sure that they're swapped out and current is a great thing to do, especially in the spring. Now, this list could really go on and on. There's a ton of things out there that are great for RVing, that are somewhat underrated or kind of underappreciated for RVing, things that we use all the time and don't really necessarily think about it. So what would you put on this list? Put that down in the comments. I would love to hear it. But I think that's going to do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope that there was maybe a tip in here or something that you haven't necessarily thought of that could help you for RVing to enjoy RVing even more. So as always, if we don't see you on the road, hopefully we will see you next video. Take care.